Time for an adventure. Let's head out. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too bad. We had some fellow Canadians tell us where the ruins were and where the walking trail is, roughly. So let's see what we can find. I think we're gonna check out the ruins first. Are you ready? Oh, and that seagull pooped on our tank, I just noticed. You're trespassing. Get off of that. Darn that seagull.
Well, we found the trail to the ruins. So actually, if you anchor your boat where the moorings are on the north side of Hawksbill Cay, it's the beach to the north of it. There's a little trailhead that you won't be able to miss. There's so many jellyfish. They don't sting though.
A lot of mosquitoes, but you got your repellent on, they stay away.
You can hear the mosquitoes. You can hear the mosquitoes, they're so thick.
Nice view! Well, we found some of the ruins and a lot of conch shells. And there's a few sinkholes.
Well, it's not the place to hang out. You can probably see by the footage we're kind of moving quickly. There's so many mosquitoes and it's not fun standing around, so let's get out of here.
Found more of the ruins.
More ruins. Normally we'd stand in the shade to have a drink, but even you just standing in a little bit of shade is so many mosquitoes.
Oh, the trail is kind of shrinking and more mosquitoes. So we found a wall. It's like a rock wall. So I think we're just turning around here.
Yeah, I think it's about time. I mean, we're walking through all this poisonwood bush as well, so we gotta be really careful. I'm pretty sure if we're gonna get it, at least coral will be protected. Let's get going. Let's get out of here.
Welcome to Wildly Intrepid. I'm Alex. And this is Corey. 3 years ago, we sailed south from Canada as newbie sailors. Now we share our love of travel with our baby girl Coral as we explore new areas of the Bahamas. Join us for our weekly adventure. After a mosquito adventure, which, I mean, we did find some of the ruins, but apparently there was a full-on house a little further. We just didn't quite walk that far. But now is the time to pick up anchor and sail a little more north. Tying up the dinghy.
Ready to pick up anchor under sail? You gonna do all the work, Coral? Dad's gonna try to fly the drone, so you need to pick up the slack. That's right, get your energy.
Yeah.
Eat lots so you have lots of energy.
Okay, let's get ready to pick up anchor under sail. That means you pick anchor. Then we unfurl the sail so that we go sail out into the Exuma bank.
Should I put up the main? Pretty light winds. No? Alright. We're such lazy sailors this year, but it's so convenient with Coral. Where are we going, Coral? We're leaving Hawksbill Cay and we're heading right by Elbow Cay. We gotta go on the outside here, and that's right out in front of us. And then we'll be going out of the park. The wind picked up more as we got further away from Hawksbill Cay. And we also decided to put up the mainsail. It gives us a little more speed, although we're only going 15 nautical miles north up the Exumas.
Fun day of sailing. We ended up picking up quite a bit of speed, like doing 5+ knots. But then when we turned towards the island, terrible tack angle and lots of current against us, so we just did a little motor over. We made it to Norman's Cay! Oh yeah! New location. We've actually been here in the past, but only in the water by the plane wreck. So this is a new area. Tomorrow we're gonna go do some snorkeling, I think. A little bit of exploration.
How's that foot taste? Is it delicious? Is that a 5-star foot? I understand why some cruisers keep returning to the Bahamas year after year. There are just so many islands here that you can always find a new spot to drop anchor. With the weather dictating where you can stay, we sometimes have to skip exposed areas. But then when the wind direction and strength are just right, we get to explore these areas, sometimes the following years. This opens up a whole new place to explore.
Wow! It's so warm and perfect. There's like no wind. It's hot today.
Yeah, it's a hot one. Let's go for a swim and cool off a little bit. Ready to go? Put on your bathing suit. Let's rock and roll. You're in your bathing suit? You pretty girl? Yeah!
So calm!
Beautiful!
It's a rocky shoreline.
Yeah, not a ton of sand, eh?
No.
Can't even touch bottom yet. Come on, baby. Where's the bottom? Oh, geez, it's deeper than it looks. Okay, stop moving. I found it.
You found it, bottom.
I found the bottom. Jump in, Coral. Oh. What do you think, Coral?
Yay! In the water.
With a gentle evening breeze, we welcome the setting sun after today's heat. When we're lucky enough to have flat, calm conditions to explore in, we like to get out to spots that are normally impossible to reach when the waves kick up from the wind. Today we chose to try to explore what looked like a deep drop-off. We decided, since we were diving deeper today, at 30+ meters, to leave an extra tank at the safety stop. This was just in case of emergency. If, for whatever reason, we ran out of air, we could then share air and get safely back to our safety stop, where we could use our emergency cylinder to still do our 3 to 5 minute safety stop, to release the built-up nitrogen in our bloodstream. I really enjoy these deeper dives. The sensation of the extra water pressure gives you a giant bear hug, squeezing firmly to every part of you. With this vast, almost empty abyss, contrasted against this sheer wall of life, that provides us with some much needed bearings to help figure out which way is up or which way is which. The magnitude of this place is absolutely undescribable. It always happens, every time. While on scuba, I see a monster fish that I dream of shooting while I'm freediving and actually have my spear. This tasty hogfish is my favorite fish here in the Bahamas. I used to find myself slightly frustrated and wishing I had my spear, not on scuba of course, but since meeting Andy and hearing his perspective, I find myself simply enjoying my time on the water and the moments I get to share with these creatures. As Andy would say, leave the nice big breeders so we have more pan size next year. I believe spearfishing is probably one of the most sustainable ways you can fish, as you get to select exactly what you want. But sometimes the excitement of the hunt can get in the way of deciding if we actually need to kill that next fish. After a pretty epic dive, I decided to leave my scuba stuff in the dinghy and head back to spear some lionfish we saw just under the boat. Luckily for me, this grouper thought his hiding spot was way better than it actually was. With a couple fish in the bag, this shark wanted a little taste, so we decided to head back.
You got a grouper there, do you?
Yeah, nice Nassau grouper, a bunch of lionfish, and well, that's pretty much it. But I saw a massive hogfish while we were on scuba. Unfortunately, we couldn't spear it, but it came up so close. I got some cool shots of it though, at least.
In June, when it's 30 plus degrees Celsius in the shade, it gets really, really warm. Walking on a white deck even burns my feet. So I started setting tarps all over the sailboat to add some shade. And that actually cooled down the inside by quite a few degrees.
Mom's swimming in the swimming pool, the aquarium.
But one of the best solutions is to jump in and out of the water. And to fill up a bathtub for Coral to play in.
What do you think you're doing back there? Are you playing with Daddy's key? Yeah, you trying to start the engine?
It's insane. It's like a swimming pool. This feels amazing because it's so hot.
Yeah, it seems like you can really play with it. And for your main, you can sheet your like when you're going upwind, as an example. I should have known because it was actually. I should take it apart and actually see it.
Yeah, the skies in the Bahamas are incredible this time of the year. It's like storm clouds everywhere. Hopefully none of them come our way. And sunset right about over there. And a little Coral that wants to be part of the action. Ouais, c'est ça, mon amour.
From the north end of Norman's Cay, we made a quick stop by Lobster Cay. The snorkeling was actually pretty terrible south of it. So instead we decided to go anchor by Long Cay. We saw a catamaran in there. But according to our Aquamaps charts, there's no anchorage here. And it looks very shallow. But with careful navigation and Alex on the bow, we found this perfect little spot near the beach.
Corey and Coral all settled on board and went out for a snorkel adventure in the channel between Lobster Cay and Long Cay. Be aware that the current really rips in here, so I ended up drifting along with the dinghy instead of dropping an anchor. It makes it safer if I can't really swim back to it. I gave it another try in lesser current, and it was so much more enjoyable. I should have waited. I was free of diving without holding onto the dinghy's line. My breath was the only restriction for enjoying the vibrant corals and fish. You can probably see, but the diversity of hard and soft corals was spectacular. This tops my favorite reef in the Exumas. Just breathtaking. In the corner of my eye, I spotted this 4 feet wide stingray. Unfortunately, the increasing current forced me back home.